The Kaaba is not only a place of worship, but a symbol of unity and faith, drawing millions of Muslims from across the globe to perform the sacred act of tawaf. Every year, the faithful gather at this most holy site to engage in rituals that date back to the time of the Prophet Abraham, and the Kaaba's significance has only grown with each passing generation. But can you imagine, dear viewer, that there have been women who gave birth while performing tawaf around the Kaaba? Many cases of childbirth have occurred around the Kaaba, but surely not many of you know about them. In this video, we will explore these remarkable stories and more. But before we begin, if you are a Muslim, please take a moment to like this video and subscribe to the channel so we can gauge how many Muslims are watching this important clip. First, a woman gave birth to her first child in the Holy Mosque during Hajj. In a remarkable and unforgettable moment, an Indonesian woman went into labor while performing tawaf in the King Fahd Plaza of the Grand Mosque in Mecca. Assisted by volunteers working at the Grand Mosque from the Red Crescent Society, the woman's delivery was safely managed in the sacred courtyard. The director of the society at the Grand Mosque explained that they received an urgent report about the woman's condition. A women's team was swiftly directed to the site of the birth, where they helped deliver the baby and then transported the mother to the hospital for further care. This woman, who was in the 7th month of pregnancy, had decided to embark on the spiritual journey of Hajj before the arrival of her baby. She had planned to give birth after completing her pilgrimage, but Allah had other plans, guiding her to deliver her child in the holiest and most sacred place on earth, the Grand Mosque in Mecca. Glory be to Allah for His divine wisdom. Second, a Turkish woman gave birth to 5 babies inside the mosque. This woman's story began with years of struggle with infertility. She had spent almost a decade trying to conceive, but despite her best efforts, she remained childless. One fateful night, which she believed to be Laylat al-Qadr, she prayed fervently to Allah, asking for children, crying and pouring out her soul. And subhanallah, Allah answered her prayers in a remarkable way. She became pregnant with 5 babies. Grateful for this extraordinary blessing, she decided to perform Hajj while carrying her children. Her health began to deteriorate during the strenuous process of tawaf, and she was directed to the hospital in Mecca. It was there that she gave birth to 5 babies, 3 boys and 2 girls. Her story is one of faith, patience, and gratitude, showing how Allah's mercy knows no bounds. Third, another woman gave birth to her child inside the Kaaba. Many people do not know that Imam Ali ibn Abi Talib, may Allah be pleased with him, was born in the Holy Mosque. According to some narrations, Imam Ali was born inside the Kaaba on a Friday, the 13th of the month of Rajab. This is a great virtue that is said to have never happened to anyone before or after him. Imam Ali's mother, Fatima bint Asad al-Hashimi, was known for her deep love for the Kaaba. Every Friday, she would go to the Kaaba to perfume and clean its inner walls, an act of devotion and reverence. It was during one such visit, while she was cleaning, that she felt the onset of labor pains. She sat down inside the Kaaba and gave birth to Imam Ali in what is considered one of the most miraculous moments in Islamic history. We will also show you in this video moments that are so unbelievable, you may only witness them once in your lifetime. These extraordinary events took place in front of the Kaaba, leaving pilgrims frozen in astonishment, with many quickly pulling out their phones to capture these surreal moments. First, a man during the congregational prayer in the Grand Mosque. Surveillance cameras at the Grand Mosque captured a deeply moving scene of a man near the Kaaba who collapsed to the ground during the Isha prayer. It seemed that Allah had chosen to end his life in the best place on earth. The Prophet Muhammad, peace be upon him, said, Whoever dies during Hajj will be resurrected on the Day of Judgment while declaring the talbiyah, "Here I am, O Allah," for Hajj, and will be in the highest levels of paradise by the will of Allah Almighty. This man's passing in such a sacred place during a sacred act of worship serves as a powerful reminder of the blessings and rewards of dying in a state of righteousness. Second, a giant man in front of the Kaaba. A video surfaced on social media platforms showing an exceptionally tall man in Mecca performing Umrah. His height, which exceeded 2 meters, left spectators in awe as they quickly gathered to take photographs with him. Media sources did not officially reveal the identity of the man or his precise height, but it was clear that he stood out among the crowd. Some speculated that he was of African descent due to his skin color. His towering presence in the holiest place on earth led many to refer to him as one of the tallest men in the world, making his appearance an unforgettable experience for those who witnessed it. Third, a woman exhibiting signs of possession in front of the Kaaba. A viral video captured a woman who screamed loudly when she saw the Kaaba for the first time. It was as though she was overcome by an overwhelming emotion, something beyond the ordinary. She moved away from the Kaaba in a way that terrified onlookers. In an effort to calm her, one of the pilgrims began reciting verses from the Quran. What happened next was beyond anyone's expectations. Watch what she did, and you will see how deep faith and the powerful connection to the sacredness of the Kaaba can manifest in strange ways. Fourth, this is another man carrying his elderly mother on his back and performing tawaf with her around the Kaaba. His selflessness and devotion to his mother drew the attention of pilgrims who could not help but admire his beautiful act of piety. He carried her on his shoulders to help her perform tawaf when she could no longer do so on her own. This touching moment is a beautiful illustration of the respect and love that Islam teaches children to have for their parents. The image of a son carrying his mother around the Kaaba after she carried him in her womb for 9 months brought tears to the eyes of those who witnessed it. Fifth, a man experiencing a convulsive condition, trembling uncontrollably in front of the Kaaba when he saw it for the first time. This man had come to perform Umrah, but when he laid eyes on the Kaaba, his body started shaking uncontrollably. He collapsed to the ground and fainted, overwhelmed by the sheer awe of standing before the sacred house of Allah. To this day, no one has been able to explain the exact cause of his reaction, but it is a testament to the profound impact that the Kaaba and the spiritual atmosphere of Mecca can have on the human heart. Some believe that this experience was a sign of the deep emotional connection between the individual and the divine. As we reflect on these incredible stories and experiences, we are reminded of the unique spiritual significance of the Kaaba and its ability to move people in ways that are hard to explain. The Kaaba is not just a physical structure, it is a symbol of faith, unity, and devotion that transcends time and space. It draws millions of people every year to perform tawaf and other rituals, all with the same goal: to seek closeness to Allah and to fulfill one of the most important acts of worship in Islam, and Allah knows best. May peace and blessings be upon the noblest of creation and the messengers. All praise is due to Allah, the Lord of all the worlds.